In 2025, the financial landscape has shifted in ways the world never expected. Empires have grown, industries have merged, and global wealth has concentrated into the hands of fewer families than ever before. But what surprises people most is not the size of these fortunes, but the age of the people who own them. Some haven't experienced a single decade of adulthood. Some haven't even completed college. Yet all of them hold power worth billions of dollars. Today, you'll step into their world, exclusive, silent, unreachable, where inherited power shapes the future. These are the top 8 richest kids in the world. 2025? Most people grow up learning how to manage small choices, careers, education, friendships. But these kids grew up around decisions that shape industries. They're surrounded by shareholder meetings, global negotiations, multi-billion-dollar valuations, and investment strategies that impact countries. Their childhood wasn't built around cartoons or playgrounds. It was built around luxury estates, private jets, inherited empires, and the weight of responsibility few adults could handle. For many of them, their names alone carry global influence. They belong to dynasties that have defined eyewear, real estate, construction, industrial manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, and major investment firms. Their introduction to wealth wasn't gradual, it was absolute. The moment they inherited equity trust funds, corporate stakes, and private holdings, they became some of the youngest power figures in modern history. So let's begin our journey across continents, from Italy to Germany, and from Europe to Asia, to explore the 8 richest kids in the world and the unbelievable fortunes they now control. Number 1, Leonardo Maria Del Vecchio, net worth $6.6 billion. The first name on this list represents the top of the young wealth pyramid. Leonardo Maria Del Vecchio inherited a massive stake in EssilorLuxottica, the world's leading eyewear company. Ray-Ban, Oakley, Vogue Eyewear, LensCrafters, Sunglass Hut all fall under this empire. It's a giant that decides global fashion trends, dominates optical retail, and influences how billions of people around the world see every day. Leonardo's wealth surged after the passing of his father, who built the largest eyewear company on Earth. But this story isn't just about inheritance. Leonardo is actively involved in shaping the company's path forward. At 29, he already holds leadership roles connected to some of Luxottica's signature brands. His influence spans luxury fashion, design, retail, and global distribution. Every pair of glasses sitting in an airport store or high-end boutique carries the legacy he now helps protect. With $6.6 billion at his disposal, Leonardo stands as the richest young heir on the planet, an individual whose decisions ripple through the global eyewear industry. Number 2, Luca Del Vecchio, net worth $6.6 billion. At number 2 is another member of the same dynasty, Luca Del Vecchio. At only 23 years old, Luca shares the same estimated net worth as his brother. His rise to billionaire status came instantly through the transfer of corporate shares and inherited wealth. While Leonardo participates in brand leadership, Luca maintains a more private presence. But privacy doesn't lessen his influence. His holdings place him in an elite class of young billionaires who control assets larger than entire corporate groups. Even without a public corporate role, his inherited ownership ensures long-term financial security and expanding wealth. Every year, EssilorLuxottica grows, and so does Luca's fortune. In a world where most 23-year-olds are navigating the first steps of independence, Luca stands as a billionaire with a stake in one of the most powerful consumer brands on Earth. Number 3, Clemente Del Vecchio, net worth $6.6 billion. Completing the trio is Clemente Del Vecchio, the youngest of the 3, and also worth $6.6 billion. At only 20 years old, Clemente is one of the youngest billionaires alive. His net worth places him far above tech founders, global CEOs, and entertainment figures, proving how massive generational wealth can be. Clemente's fortune connects him to decisions involving supply chains, marketing strategies, global partnerships, international retail, and luxury brand positioning. He may not be running the company now, but the future of EssilorLuxottica will eventually involve him. While other individuals in their 20s are thinking about internships or early-stage jobs, Clemente is part of a financial empire that spans continents and industries. His role in the Del Vecchio legacy ensures he will remain one of the world's wealthiest young people for decades. Number 4, Katharina von Baumbach, net worth $5.4 billion. Leaving Italy, we enter Germany's circle of powerful family empires. At number 4 is Katharina von Baumbach, with a net worth of about $5.4 billion. The von Baumbach siblings inherited their fortune through deep-rooted business holdings and corporate stakes developed over generations. Katharina's wealth is tied to a diversified portfolio that includes industrial operations, multi-layered investments, and long-standing partnerships across Europe. Her financial reach extends into sectors that build cities, power infrastructure, and maintain some of Germany's strongest business networks. At 29, she belongs to the new generation of European heirs, individuals who quietly influence industries without seeking public attention. Her name might not dominate headlines, but her wealth places her among the world's strongest young power figures. Number 5. Maximilian von Baumbach, net worth $5.4 billion. Next is Katharina's brother, Maximilian. At age 27, his net worth mirrors his sister's, $5.4 billion. He remains closely connected to the same family empire, benefiting from the same multi-billion-dollar trust structures and inherited investments. Maximilian represents a new era of German wealth, where young heirs maintain traditional business values but bring modern perspectives into family operations. His inheritance ensures influence that reaches far into European corporate ecosystems. While he stays out of the spotlight, his financial empire grows continuously through industrial holdings and long-term assets protected for generational continuity. Number 6. Franz von Baumbach, net worth $5.4 billion. The third von Baumbach sibling, Franz, is 23 years old and also worth $5.4 billion. His youth places him among the youngest European billionaires. Like his siblings, he inherits not just wealth, but responsibility to maintain, protect, and expand a family empire built across many decades. Franz's fortune comes from sophisticated corporate structures, global investments, and family ownership models designed to last for generations. His position ensures colossal wealth early in life and even greater fortune in the future. Number 7. Firas Mistry, net worth $4 billion. Shifting from Europe to Asia, we reach Firas Mistry, a young heir to one of India's and Asia's most influential business families. With an estimated net worth of $4 billion, Firas's fortune is tied to massive construction, real estate, and industrial ventures. His family controls multinational holdings, long-term industrial contracts, and business relationships that have shaped the infrastructure of multiple countries. Firas's position gives him access to a financial world that few young people ever experience. At 28, he stands as one of Asia's richest young heirs, someone whose inherited empire continues to grow rapidly as markets expand. Number 8. Zahan Mistry, net worth $4 billion. Closing the list is Zahan Mistry, age 26, with a matching fortune of around $4 billion. Zahan's inheritance mirrors that of his sibling, an empire built through decades of industrial power, multinational projects, and corporate innovation. His financial position places him among the wealthiest young individuals in the world. His future is woven into the direction of the Mistry family legacy, one of Asia's most influential corporate dynasties. Each young billionaire on this list tells a story, not of overnight fame, but of generational empires. These kids didn't earn their fortune from viral videos, tech startups, or sudden breakthroughs. Their power comes from history, legacy, and the influence of families who built industries from the ground up. In 2025, wealth isn't just about numbers. It's about ownership. It's about empire. And these 8 young individuals stand at the front of a new global generation, one born into power, raised inside billion-dollar worlds, and destined to shape the future of global industries. They are the richest kids in the world, and their story has only just begun.